2009, I believe, we relaunched WordPress and changed it to Voices.
Basically what blogging has done for me, it's gotten me over the fear of sharing my own ideas with a larger audience.
I think one of the more important things about blogging is, especially at the College of Wooster, is simply that it really helps you develop a sense of community and collaboration with the other students that you're working with, especially in your immediate peer group. And so while blogging can be a very personal experience in a way of sort of developing your own ideas, in a way having that sort of peer feedback where someone can say, no, that's a really stupid idea, or that's brilliant, why didn't I write on that? That can be really helpful.
At first, sharing your work is very scary, especially for someone, we live in this world where it's very easy to get judged. But then once you realize that the feedback that you get it can actually help you a lot, and you can really start to express your ideas in a lot of new creative ways.
Quite frankly, writing a 250 to 500 word blog post where you're just sort of rambling about a question and then you see it is way less scary than like writing, the same amount on a Word document, turning it into your advisor, and then having the advisor say, like, there's no so what question here. And so, I think it's just really good to informally write, and it helps with the formal writing eventually.
And then the feedback that you get from your peers and also from professors, you start to create this, this feeling of, okay, I got this. And then you start to get into it, and then it becomes real fun. Now I have 8 blogs,
And so that's kind of the role that I see myself playing in helping students with these kinds of projects is I am there to advise them on making good choices for layout and presentation, thinking about the various options that a theme might have that they might be able to take advantage of, and if necessary to help them by creating plugins or modifying themes to work in the way that they want.
Well, I decided to start working on my website as a counterpoint to my IS in the fall of this year, just because I thought it would be an effective way for not only me to learn more about the topics I was exploring through my written thesis, but also because I feel like in this day and age it's very important to expand your ideas and your topics and be able to communicate with a broader audience. And in particular, I felt like putting together a website which could be accessed by potentially thousands of people in an engaging way, which uses a variety of media to take a very specific academic concept and expand it into something much broader, would allow me to take my ideas and learn how to better communicate with them to a larger audience, which is something that I would like to do potentially in the future as part of a career. So it was a personal thing where I wanted to enjoy my work, but also I looked at it as sort of a tool to sort of build my own skill set for the future.
I was first introduced to WordPress when John and Matt Gertina organized the Faculty Fellows program as a summer week-long workshop, and they introduced a lot of faculty members on campus to different kinds of technology. And so that was the first thing that gave me a sense that if I wanted to have my own website, that I didn't have to learn HTML, that I could focus on content and effective communication of my research and not necessarily on programming. And so that was really freeing for me. And so I took it in 2 different directions. One, I use it in the classroom to create a syllabi for my students online, to create a platform where they're creating a peer writing group online. And so that's one of the ways I use it for senior research. And then in my own personal research, once I learned how to do WordPress, I set up my own site. And I use that now to communicate my research about plantation slavery in 19th century Brazil. And so I think, as a practitioner, once I embraced doing this, it came really attractive to me as a model to share with students. And now they've all taken it in really new directions and run with it in a way that goes beyond what I'm doing on my site.